Hello, this is the Fantasy Father. I'm here to bring you my Week 9 starts. These are players you want to get into your lineup as soon as you can. First, I have Big Ben Roethlisberger going against the Oakland Raiders this week. $8,300 on FanDuel, $6,600 on DraftKings. I know Ben had a rough game last week, but it was his first week back, and it went up against a pretty good team in the Cincinnati Bengals, undefeated. So I like Big Ben this week. With Le'Veon Bell being out, look for Big Ben to throw it more, so Antonio Brown should get a lot more catches. So I think Big Ben bounces back this week and has a huge game. Second, I have D'Angelo Williams going against Oakland as well. $6,500 on FanDuel, $5,500 on DraftKings. This is going to be the feature back now in Pittsburgh, so $6,500 on FanDuel and $5,500 on DraftKings is a steal. D'Angelo Williams had a great first 4 weeks of the season when Le'Veon Bell was suspended. So look to get D'Angelo Williams in your lineup this week and probably every week going forward. He should be a top 10 fantasy running back from here on out. Third, I have Darren McFadden against Philadelphia. $6,500 on FanDuel, $4,300 on DraftKings. Darren McFadden is the feature back, especially now since Joseph Randle has been released from the Cowboys. So Darren McFadden, not much competition there. He had a pretty good game last week. He just didn't score. He had a whole 100 total yards last week, right at it against Seattle. Look for that to be the same this week. Probably gets in the end zone against Philadelphia. So Darren McFadden is a must start this week as a running back 2. Fourth, I have Malcolm Floyd against Chicago. $6,100 on FanDuel, $3,900 on DraftKings. Really like Malcolm Floyd this week. I dropped him on one of my leagues last week and pick someone else up. I really wish I didn't. Now I'm 12th on the waiver wire, so I probably won't get Malcolm Floyd back, but I wish I wouldn't have dropped him. $6,100 on FanDuel, $3,900 on DraftKings. I'm still at DraftKings. Going to be the number 1 wide receiver in San Diego. A big fan of him this week against Chicago. Look for him to get 8 to 10 targets a week, so a must start here as a wide receiver 3 or a flex option. Coming in last is Michael Crabtree against Pittsburgh. $5,800 on FanDuel, $4,900 on DraftKings. With Amari Cooper being the number 1 option, Michael Crabtree is getting a lot of work because he's not getting double teamed. Crabtree has been a great wide receiver 3/flex this year. Look for that to continue this week against Pittsburgh. I think he probably has another 8 to 10 targets. He's averaged 10 targets the past couple of weeks, so I think he has that again. Look for him also to get in the end zone. So Michael Crabtree, great flex option, wide receiver 3 this week on fantasy football. So that does it for my Week 9 starts. Hit subscribe if you like this channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me some feedback in the comments section. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at FantasyTeach.